Good morning, Berry Thuffles. So, guys, every morning before I come on, and I know this week has been a little off, so happy holidays because I spent time with my family and I made them a priority instead of making coming on Facebook or Instagram a priority. Not because it's not important, but sorry, it's not as important as hanging out with Bryson, Brianna, and Andre. Um, Today, when I prayed and I thought, Lord, what should I talk about? Because I don't always sit down and have a plan when I get on these lives. Oftentimes I pray and I ask God because I think the way my thoughts say I am speaking to God's people. Like I'm not speaking to my people. I'm not speaking with my own personal motive. I'm speaking to share something to empower, encourage, uplift, and empower you with like information so that you can literally begin to make choices that change your life. That is my heart. That is my goal. I am also Kenesha Berry, a relationship life coach, pastoral counselor, and a bona fide God girl. So that means that everything I do, I try to do that from a Christ-like mindset. To remind you guys to dream again. Listen, we get older and we think dreams are for kids, and some of us, even as children, were encouraged not to dream. Many times, as adults, we tell children to. Okay, it's telling me there's something with my internet. Hold on one second. Hey, Dre, can you just open that door? Can you open the door because the internet? Yeah, it's having a hard time coming through. Cool. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, guys. So many of us, as young people, as children, we were told not to dream or not to that we should be more realistic. Listen, realistic will make you depressed. Everyday life circumstances can keep your mind in a place of sadness and discontent and constantly feeling like um, life is mundane or it's not full of life. We have to create that. And we begin to create that by going inward, by getting connected to what it is that we grew up believing that was possible. Listen, when we allow God to use our mind to stimulate our imagination to things that at times may feel impossible, this is where real life happens. This is when you get to experience joy at a level that maybe you've never thought before. I want you to realize and understand something. God is the one who places these ideas in your head that are bigger than life. It is our responsibility to get out of our own we get in our own way. We get in this earthly way of thinking. We surround ourselves with people who are non-believers. And listen to that word, non-believers. Not just like people who don't believe in God, but people who don't even believe in dreams. People who don't believe in you. People who don't believe that life is more possible than impossible. Everything is about your belief. Everything. You only move at the level that you believe. Like I'm gonna say that again because I really need you to get it. You only move at the level that you believe. You're doing that in your life, you're doing that in your relationships, you're doing that in your friendships, you're doing that on your jobs. We only move at the level we believe. So where do you stay safe? Where's your safety spot? And is that safety spot, good morning, Katrina. Is that safety spot getting very old, stale, sad? Um, has it lost flavor? Like years ago, prior to everything that has happened in my life over the last like 10 years, when we were living in America, living so-called the American dream, working the job, having the house, driving, having the kids, like when I was doing that, it felt as though life didn't have any spice on it. You know what I mean? Like everything just tastes bland. If life was a meal for me, it felt like it was a bland meal. You ever gone to somebody's house and they don't put anything on the food but salt and pepper? That's what life felt like to me. I want you to know that no matter where you live, like I've been blessed to have literally like lived in different countries, which were for me amazing. But what living abroad taught me how to kind of get out of what I call this matrix that is America. And it's a mindset, guys. It's not a reality. It's the mindset that we have while we're here. Getting into that grind of gotta make money, gotta do this, gotta have this, gotta have the latest this, just like this weekend. How many of us went shopping? Not even maybe because we can afford it, not even because we want anything, but because, hey, culture says it's Christmas time. Culture says it's Black Friday, it's Black Saturday. We have to go, we got to go buy gifts for our family. That's what culture tells us. But is that what you want? Is that what brings your heart joy? Or does it bring on stress and anxiety and frustration because there's somewhere in your heart or mind where you think, I can't even afford these things? How many times do you just live life based on what they say and you don't even question what they're telling you? This is what I'm talking about, dreaming and getting connected to God and higher source for your thoughts and your ideas. Because when you get connected to that, at least you begin to make choices and decisions based on what it is you really want, not what everyone else is telling you should have, should be doing with your life, with your time. What is it you want? What is the dream God has put inside of you? And here's what I know about God's dreams. They are always connected to helping somebody. If the dream inside of you is only about you, that's your dream. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your dream, but our dreams, when we dream for our individual selves, they're so limited. They are so much about us that after a while, the joy is going to be like gone. Once you get the big house, now what? Then you can complain about it's so big, you got to clean it. Once you get the new fancy car, then what? Then you can complain about, oh my God, I can't believe gas is so high because now I got this fancy new car. I have to use premium gas. That's what our dreams do to us. They make us complain. They lead us to limitations. But God's dream is always including what it is you're going to do to be a blessing to other people. Every time. If it's a God dream, it has something to do with how He's created you, with the gifts and the talents you already have. It's not something you got to go and look and be outside of yourself. Oh, I wish I could sing so I could bless these people. No. If your voice doesn't produce beautiful harmony, that's not your calling. But what are you gifted with? Are you gifted as an encourager? I know that is my gift. Are you gifted as an organizer? Like, can you put things together, systems, organize a home? Those are gifts that other people can use, that other people will be blessed by. What are you called to do? Share with me in the comments whether you're watching this live or watching the replay. What are your dreams? Because listen, life is going fast. Do you realize that? Like Dre and I, we talk all the time. We're like, man, it's going by fast. It's the end of 2021. I hear music sometime and I'm thinking, oh my God, I remember I was a kid when that song was out. Or I remember these certain things was going on in my life. I remember working for the television station when it was going to turn the year of 1999, and it was 2KO. Everybody thought because now that we have these 3 zeros that everything was going to shut down. And now it is 20 years, 21 years after that. And we're still striving and thriving. I hope you're thriving more than you're striving. What are you going to do with your life? What are you going to create? What are you going to do with the time that you have left? None of us are promised tomorrow. But wouldn't it be beautiful? Wouldn't it be great, wonderful, and exciting that you decide right now today, in this moment, that what you're going to do with the rest of your life is, whatever the dream is, whatever it is, however impossible it seems, however crazy, however outlandish, however no one else in my family has ever done it, whatever those stories are you're telling yourself, whatever the dream is that you're going to commit to starting today, you know what? I'm going to put together a plan for this dream. And I'm going to do something every single day to make this dream of mine come true. Now, see, here's the thing about our dreams. They don't have to be broad. Like, they don't need to be broadcasted across the world. It's about your connection with God moving in the direction. So your connection with God moving you in the direction that He's already designed and created for you. So that now your life begins to expand in a way that you can't even imagine. Guys, I'm not sharing this from a hypothetical place. I'm sharing this from a absolutely is possible place. The only thing that gets in our way, and listen, I'm guilty of it too. The coach is how to coach. Like you got to get it. There are things you can't go through by yourself. And it's wonderful to have friends. But listen, if your friends aren't dreamers, if your friends are, girl, let's keep it real, they too realistic, if they themselves haven't learned how to overcome their fears, their limitations, their limited way of thinking, they can't help you get to the next level. Not because they don't love you. Like, we have to stop making love responsible for something people are just simply incapable of. We make titles of friendships and relationships. We make the title responsible for what maybe the person don't have inside of them, the capacity. What do I mean by that? Sometimes we'll say things like, but you're my mom, you're my dad. There for me. I can't believe it. It was the people that was closest to me who didn't hold me up. Who cares of what their title is in your life if they don't have the capacity. If they don't have the capacity to dream of seeing the world, they can't even conceive getting on a plane. You know how many people in my circle I don't even hear about plane crashes that much anymore because the technology has gotten that great. But there are people who still will not get on a plane. That ain't so. If that was my dad saying that, or my cousin, or my friend saying that, girl, I can't believe. I'm not supposed to be like, well, you my friend. You should understand. You should want for me. No, their capacity, the relationship they have with me, or the title they have in my life, the title they have in your life. Your mother, her capacity may not be as big as yours in that dream department. So you can't expect people who don't dream as big as you to help you go to a different level in your life. Not because they don't love you. Please don't put that title on it. Well, if you love me, you would. No. Capacity make it so that maybe they can't. It's the same thing. If I go to the weight room right now and you want me to spa you and you lifting 100 pounds, girl, don't talk about Kenisha, you my friend, you should. You may get crushed with 100 pounds of weight because my capacity to lift 100 pounds, this just isn't there. It's not because I don't care. It's not because I don't love you. I'm incapable. That's what we're doing when we're putting our dreams, our goals, our big visions on people who are incapable of dreaming with you, who are incapable of having a vision because of their limited thinking, their fears, their idea and commitment to being real or keeping it real, or, afraid that life hasn't worked for them. So they can't definitely think that life is going to work for you. So if you're ready, or how am I going to make it come true? Get a coach. Now, I would love to work with you. I would absolutely love to work with you. But you got to reach out. Like, I got to know that you want to work with me. But if it ain't me, get somebody else. It's okay. Like, it's okay with me. Here's my goal. Remember, I said that the dream that God gives you is always for other people, to help other people. I know that my goal, my dreams are to help every woman who want to work with me go to the next level in her marriage, in her relationships, in her way of thinking, in her money, in her finances. My goal, my dream is to help every woman live her dream. Like, those are the gifts God has given me. And so that's my dream. And so then I get up every day and every morning and I'm like, okay, Lord, what do I need to do today to make this dream work? And then there are just some days I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. And He's like, rest. But don't stop. You can't stop. You can rest, but you can't stop. So I'm in 2022. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to imagine, if I start today, if I begin to do something right now to lead me towards my dreams, what can my life look like at the end of 2022 in December of this year? Imagine whatever the dream is, whatever the goal is. I want you to spend today and just really think about it like, wow. Write down 5 things connected to the dream that you really want to have. Right? And then imagine if I did all I could, one day at a time, to have this, what will my life look like on this day? I want you to imagine that. And then I want you to imagine the opposite. I have these dreams. Kenesha done messed around, messing with me, listening to her. She done stirred up my gift. She done made me want to dream. She done made me remember that there are things I really want in my life. How dare she do that, right? If you're thinking that. But what am I gonna feel like when next year comes? And here I am again. Man, I haven't done it. Again, a whole nother year. And I really thought this year was gonna be different. And I really was hoping that 2022 was gonna be my year. Here I am again at the end of 2022 and I haven't done anything. What is that going to feel like? Take time. Get clear about that. Because here's how dreams manifest. Some people don't like that word. I love that word. You are capable of manifesting. Manifesting means making something that does not exist come to be. You're capable of that because that's an ability God has given you. He's giving you the ability to think up something, put plan and action to it, and make it happen. So what are you going to make happen 1 year from now? What is your thoughts, dreams, and visions and ideas? And who are you going to need to help you get there? How are you going to make these things come true? And then you do something that I call every single day. You make a dream deposit. It might just be one thing, but you do one thing every day to lead you towards the dream. And I promise you, you look up and God being the God he is, he going to multiply that thing. And you're like, oh my Lord, I got this done even before the year. But you got to be intentional. You got to set the goal. You got to set the vision. You got to create a plan and take baby steps every single day to get there. So I hope this has been a blessing to you. If it has, will you do me a favor? Will you please, please, please share this out? And Katrina, yes, I just saw your message. I will send you an inbox soon as I'm off this live. Please, it is time. It is time. I think I wake up every day and I think, man, time is going fast. I don't want to miss out. And so here's what I've decided. And if you, like, again, if you want to work with me, come on along. I'm starting this really cool program. The goal is to start in January. I want a group of women so we can excel and go to a whole nother level, okay? We're going to go to a whole nother level because my goal is this. I'm going to, live until I die, and I'm going to die running towards the goal. I'm too scared. Now I'm too scared of not going towards the vision, dream, and goal. I'll be 50 this year, so I don't have time to waste or wonder or wish my way to my dreams. It's time to work my way to my dreams. And so the dreams is getting bigger. And God has blessed me already. He's shown me what's possible. I want to see what else is possible. And so if you want to do that, if you want to hang out with me, if you want to be on this journey with me, feel free. Inbox me. Be a part of this journey. Let's get to know the messages that's keeping us from that so we can do what the Word of God says. He says, take every thought captive. And then he says to renew your mind. And then he says to go out and you live the life that he has prepared beforehand. That's Ephesians. That's my ideal of Ephesians when he says you are a masterpiece. And there's work that I prepared beforehand for you. So he's already done. We just got to get in line with it. All right, I went over my 15 minutes. But thank you guys for watching. Please share this out. Please, please, please. Let's go out there and win together. Let's live out these dreams. Let's manifest what God has already put inside of us so that we can, when we get there, when we get to heaven, he says that you have done, like you won the race. We got to understand when you're operating in your greatness, in your dream, that's when you really win souls for the Lord. You ain't got to be out here peddling in the streets begging people to come to Jesus. When people see you doing the thing you was called to do, that's true and pure worship. Every day, your whole body's a living sacrifice. That's true worship. And when people see you worshiping that way, they want to know about your God. They want to know about your Jesus. All right, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.